Hey guys, it's Comic Guno. Today I'm doing Young Justice issue 5. So, let's talk about the cover first. When I first saw this cover, I was like, this reminds me of something. And what it reminded me of was, because I do like the Young Justice series, the real Young Justice series, not based on the comic book. The cartoon, sorry. Long day. No. So, I like the comic book series that wasn't based on the cartoon, the one before the cartoon. So, this is the second volume of Young Justice, because this is based on the Cartoon Network cartoon. But in that first volume of Young Justice, we see the same kind of story, which was them sitting around the campfire, telling their stories, their origins. And in this issue is pretty much exactly the same, which I really liked. And I like that they brought some Volume 1 stuff in there. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but they probably did, because there's some stuff that you saw that was from the first issue. So like I just said for the cover, the story is about pretty much everyone telling the origin story, except of course Superboy, because he doesn't really have an origin story, but he does reveal something that we always kind of forget, that Lex Luthor did build Superboy. I don't remember if the cartoon actually revealed that yet, but Lex Luthor did create Superboy. So he still has Lex Luthor created Superboy for a reason. He's supposed to be a little evil because his mission was to kill Superman. So I think they did mention that in the pilot. I don't remember, it's a long time ago. But I don't usually repeat watching the episodes. They're not usually on Cartoon Network that often. I wish they're on actually more often. But anyways, it's a good show. But I don't quite remember if they do that, but in this issue it's quite relevant that we know it, because in the end we see that he's like saying, I really didn't start thinking for myself. Like, he started thinking in the pod, but he's like, oh, what thoughts did you have then? He says, the one thing that's always on my mind is destroying Superman. Because that is his mission. He's a little emo in this series, I would say, because he's really less emo in the regular comic book series. I guess he has a right to be, because who am I? Every teenager says, who am I? What am I going to do? But he really doesn't know who he is, because he never really had childhood. He just needs to figure himself out more than any other teenager. But, you kind of understand that, and, he's so confused. He has this S on his chest, but he has in his mind, oh, I have to kill Superman. So we'll have to see what happens in that, in maybe the cartoon they'll bring it up, or maybe in the series. Now, the thing I really love that they brought up in this issue, in the Young Justice issue for the Campfire thing, the Volume 1, the comic book series, the one not based on the cartoon, they mention all the time that Robin will not reveal his secret identity. And in this, he's like, he never reveals it because of Batman, so he could tell a secret origin story. And in this issue, they do the same exact thing. He's always wearing sunglasses because he can't reveal his identity. So when's he going to reveal his identity? Hopefully soon. Now his teammates know who he is. And I fully trust my teammates if they knew everything about me. So, hopefully Robin and maybe Batman will allow them, if they're close to these teammates, go ahead and reveal your identity. I think it's time for them to know. Batman's never going to tell them to do that. But maybe, Dick will say, alright, I think it's ready, and these are my best friends, I'll trust my life with them. With being on the team like this, I trust my life with them. So, maybe Dick will finally realize, in the Young Justice Volume 1 was Tim, but maybe Dick in this cartoon will realize, alright, I am Dick Grayson. And because in Young Justice, Robin does reveal that he's Tim Drake. And in this Young Justice, hopefully Dick Grayson will reveal his identity. Because everyone else knows the identity. The bad thing is, this is definitely not going to be the bad part for everybody. Depends what characters you like. I'm not a big fan of Aqualad. When they had the Aqualad episode, I really hated it because I'm not a big fan of Aqualad at all. So when he was telling his origin story, I just thought it was really boring. Kid Flash origin story I thought was awesome. Robin didn't tell his, neither did Miss Martian. Actually, there's only 2 origin stories they got over here. I think it would be more. But anyways, it was good that I think Kid Flash origin story was the best. I didn't like the Aquaman origin story that much. Let's talk about the art now. I think the art was a little different because I feel like the outline of the characters were a little bit bolder, which I actually liked. I'm glad with this series. I'm always glad they stick to the art of the cartoon. It's exactly like it, and I actually thought it was better, the art, for some reason. I really like it, and I'm glad they made this series because a lot of kids who watch Cartoon Network might get into the series, might get into comics, and might get into comics because of this. And, you know, for us, everybody likes the series. It's really, I feel like it's really grown up. It's not just for kids, it's really for everybody because the story is just really great. It's just like comic book stories, I would say. But definitely different characters and all of that. So, definitely pick this up. 4 stars. I would say if you're not watching Young Justice yet, watch the show. It's really amazing. There hasn't been new episodes yet, but hopefully we'll see it soon. Season 2 has already been renewed. Go watch this series and go pick up this issue. If you're watching the series and you haven't picked up the comic, it's really great if you're waiting. We're waiting for another episode any day now because we haven't gotten a new episode in a while. So if you want to get more stories with these characters, definitely pick up this issue, pick up any issue. Just think you should really get it. So, 4 stars, and this was Comic Uno. See you guys.